Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Here we go. Start. 19, 18. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
First give of the game here, the former Cincinnati Bearcats. He's got room to roll. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
When you script that first 15, Cake, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Cougar 19.
Putting a receiver in motion.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. One that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Hold the ready.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5.
18, Romeo. 18, 70, Timberwolves.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. They're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. They get 22 out of that play. And That's good for a Washington first down.
That's good.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. There's a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 8, trap 50, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Andrew Makuba makes the play. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. That's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On first down, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
We've set it downs from the 37. On first and 10, it's Hurts. This is cut by Isaiah Likely. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield track. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's another carry for Barkley. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
180. Kyle Yeti.
Air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Eagles are on it, so down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Okay? I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Cougar 19. Warrior 17. Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Cooper to Gene with the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Third and long for Daniels. Look at that power, deep left side. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles have it as he records the first interception of his young career. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds him on the crossing route. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
No touch.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down. There was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
No touch.
Hurts throwing again. It's a screen to Barkley. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They'll run here following the penalty. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, kid. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
On the 6.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Grab 50. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame.
Cougar 19. Go.
Play fake here. Daniels. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes the play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Come on, come on. Hey, go street. 70, Denver Wolf. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Daniels back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just kind of one of those moments sitting up here in the booth where you're like, man, if they're going to find a way to get the first points, somebody has got to step up. Just to not been able to find even that first completion yet. So whether it's running the ball, playing even better defense, they've got to pick their QB up somehow, some way.
Ready up.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Ready. Craft all 80. Ready up.
Third and long for him here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Andrew Makuma makes the play. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but, man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. You say that out loud?
That was out loud. Yeah. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They go to Barkley again. Once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
The Commanders in the dime set for this third down. To the air on 3rd and long. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Setting up the running back screen. They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
From the gun, it's Daniels. It's a downfield working the left. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
A gain of 26 yards.
Look at my team.
And the Washington first down.
Motion the tight end over.
Ready.
Daniels now on first down. He's got Jalen Lane. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Washington Commanders first down. A gain of 12.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Diving down for a receiver screen. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up second and goal at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
Daniels is going to throw again. That one's complete over the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10.
Great. Set. Delta.
We'll start this one out with Barkley. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Barkley with the pistol give. And he's down to almost... No. Actually going to give him the 30 here. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. They bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
Great. Set.
Working inside the red zone. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to have him a first and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 4-yard line.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Tiger Hornet. Great. Set.
Barkley has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second and goal.
Trying again from the 2. It's second and goal.
Crowd left Yeti. Delta set. Delta.
Hits it again. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up third and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
What's the bet? What's the bet? Carl left Yeti. Carl left Yeti.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready,
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready,
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
ready.
To throw, Daniels. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on.
Now Daniels to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. The Commanders ready for the punt. Matt Araiza, the one to send it away. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And the punt team gets to this one at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Holding left side. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Great. Set.
They go play fake with Hurts. Vacates quickly left side. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Great. Set.
And again, here's Hurts. That's him on the quick hitter. So he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. He's got a man left. And he's got him a nice goal to go here as he goes out at the 8-yard line.
I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Hurts. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover. Wisely throwing it away.
He was unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd down, looking for options. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Great. Set. On anyone.
Back-to-back carries here. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10.
Get up. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He goes to the hurry up here. Play action now with Daniels. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. Offense in the hurry up here. Daniels throwing on third. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team on the field. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Hurts setting up to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into a crowd, and intercepted! And the Commanders will return this well into the red zone before he's brought down. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Go!
Daniels back to throw. Setting up the screen. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Thrown back, gets the handoff. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got it. He's going to lose yards. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Ready?
Let's see what they went with on third down.
Let's go. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. Flushed out of the pocket. He rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Working quickly here.
19 seconds.
Now Daniels on 4th down. He rolls to his right. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle.
In truth, Kate, kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Let's get to that wide complete. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Set. Quick
pass right side, complete. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Rolling out to his left. Now he takes it. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On 1st down, Hurts. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. He's going to try another deep one here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Cut out left. And in a brilliant play off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
63.
It's Hurts once again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Hurts yet again. Setting up the running back screen. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and 1. Here's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Plowing up the middle. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Jordan McGee on the 2-yard pickup. Makes it 3rd and 8.
No touch it.
I'll air it out on 3rd. That's coming for the 1st. And this one's going to get all the way down inside the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
No touch it. Hey, 73. No touch.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles on their way to their 3rd win of the year. Just 3 yards between them and a touchdown. It's 3rd and goal.
No touch it. No touch.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Out comes the field goal unit. The Eagles trying for 3. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready? Next up, 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Trying to push deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Ready? 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready?
Daniels now on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. The effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal. Up to the left side, caught by Brown. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders drop the lead back to 13.
Commanders 14.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. As this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Great. Set. Nelson.
Running it now out of the gun. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Last run got them 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down.
Great. Set. Nelson.
Back to the well again. And fly, Eagles fly. That gets him the first down, partner. And that's going to seal this win. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Great.
Another carry for him. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Nelson.
They're going to pass it here. Buying some time left. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds, so that clock is going to stop, Ron, but it's not going to matter. They've got the first down. This game is over.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
On first down, they'll run. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Nelson.
They give it to him again. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. More than 24 yards on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big